The boy who carved his future. In a small mountain village, where winters were harsh and opportunities were rare, there lived a boy named Daniel. His family barely had enough to eat, and education was a distant dream for most children in the village. But Daniel was different. He had a fire inside him, a dream that no hardship could extinguish. The wooden slate. Unlike children in the city who had notebooks and pens, Daniel had nothing to write on. But that didn't stop him. One day, he found an old, discarded wooden plank near his house. With a small, blunt knife, he carefully smoothed its surface. That night, under the dim glow of a lantern, he used a tiny piece of charcoal to write his lessons on the plank. When there was no more space left, he would wipe it clean and start over. His parents, though struggling to provide food, saw his determination and did what they could. His mother would boil water over the fire at night so he could dip his fingers in the warm water and keep writing, even when his hands were numb from the cold. The teacher's gift. One day, Daniel's teacher noticed how carefully he took notes on his wooden slate. His fingers were black with charcoal, but his eyes shone with determination. The teacher was moved and, the next day, brought him a small notebook and a pencil, the first Daniel had ever owned. Holding the notebook in his hands, he felt as if he had been given a treasure. He vowed to use every single page wisely, writing only the most important lessons. And so, he worked harder than ever. Carving his own path, years passed, and Daniel's hard work bore fruit. He earned a scholarship to a university far from his village. With tears in their eyes, his parents saw him off, proud but sad to see him go. Years later, Daniel returned. Not just as a successful engineer, but as a man with a mission. He built a small school in his village, ensuring that no child would ever have to write on a wooden plank again. On the entrance of the school, a plaque read, "Education is not about what you have, it's about what you make of what you have." And his story became a legend in the village, inspiring generations to come.